Hi, I'm John Anderson. I would like you to watch this anti-smoking commercial.
Child, how will you shape her future? Smoking, your choice, not theirs.
I would bet that all of you have seen anti-smoking commercials like this one in the past. The goal of this commercial is to make you feel emotion. It is to make viewers aware of an epidemic. Secondhand smoke hurts children. Did you know there is another epidemic that affects children in addition to smoking? In fact, this horrendous epidemic affects them their entire life. It is called Fetal Alcohol Syndrome, commonly known as FAS. The closest thing that comes to public service announcement about FAS is a tiny label on a beer can. Even this has nothing to do with FAS. Today, I'm going to inform you about FAS because I'm so passionate about it. I have two children, ages 5 and 8, who have a FAS. They have this disorder because their mother drank when she was pregnant with them. When I play with them and try to teach them, I am so proud of them working 3 times as hard as other children to overcome the challenges that FAS imposes on them. I plan to inform you about the history of FAS, facts and symptoms of this disorder, as well as some of the effects that it causes. There are several early references to FAS. These were made before the disorder was studied. In the 1800s, other references was made to FAS when the College of Physicians in England tried to warn Parliament about pregnant women drinking. A portion of this letter said, the fatal effects of the frequent use of several sorts of distilled liquors is too often the cause of weak, feeble, and distempered children. The term of fetal alcohol syndrome was dubbed first by Harborview Hospital in Seattle by Dr. Smith and Jones. These doctors were the first ones to ever conduct a scientific study on the effects of alcoholism on unborn babies. Believe it or not, alcohol beverage companies did not start putting warning labels on the bottles until 1989. These labels have nothing to do with FAS. The Alcohol Beveraging Labeling Act made all producers of alcohol put warnings on labels on their products, partially because the warning labels don't say anything about the effects of FAS, mental retardation, physical problems, problems learning, problems with authorities. Babies are still being born with FAS and having to deal with these symptoms. If a woman drinks when she is pregnant, the baby will be born with FAS. When a pregnant woman drinks alcohol, it passes straight through the placenta and damages the unborn baby. Children may have low birth weights, cleft palates, hearing loss, brain damage that causes learning difficulties. The most common facial characteristics of children with FAS are on this diagram here. It shows skin folds at the corner of the eyelids, low nasal bridge, short nose, indistinct fructum, small head, small eye opening, small midface, thin upper lip. I have some statistics also about FAS. Up to 18% of pregnant women have admitted to drinking alcohol. 1 in 4 of women reported binge drinking. FAS occurs in 1 to 2 births per 1,000 in the United States. That's about 40,000 a year. Think about it, 40,000 children with stunned growth, learning disorder, problem with authorities, and all of this could have been prevented had their mothers not gotten drunk when they were pregnant. Adults with FAS are more prone to abuse alcohol and drugs. 50% of all males with FAS will end up in prison at least once in their lifetime. The most critical fact of FAS is that it is not just a childhood disorder. These babies grow up and they will spend their entire lives dealing with a range of mental and physical disorders. All of these emotions, physical and mental problems, require care. Everyone pays for FAS, whether direct or indirect. The children born with FAS will have this disorder for the rest of their lives. It will never go away. As I said before, half of the boys with FAS will go to prison. This disorder causes brain damage. The types of damage done to the brain makes it hard for children to focus. It makes it harder for children to listen to authority. Since adults with FAS are more prone to drug and alcohol abuse, women themselves with the disorder are more likely to give birth to children with FAS. Since children growing up with FAS will have learning disabilities, they will have trouble throughout school and a tougher time finding employment. Every taxpayer is affected by FAS. Physical therapy and speech therapy are often needed in the cases of FAS. They cost money. More adults with FAS go to prison. This costs money. And here we see the percentage weight, okay, of women who are 18 to 40 who reported alcohol consumption in the effects of FAS. Throughout their lifetime, one child with FAS and all of the rehabilitation that they might need cost taxpayers $1 million. My goal today is to inform you of fetal alcohol syndrome, its history, facts and symptoms, and the effects of FAS. FAS is completely preventable, and it causes so much heartache in the children that suffer, as well as the adults that work with them. Let us hope that one day soon, women will be prosecuted for this horrendous crime, and all the children will have an equal chance at a good life. And this one here is showing you that pregnant women plus booze cost $1 million per child. So you figure that out, 40,000 children. Figure that out, at $1 million apiece per year. And my name's John Anderson. It's been about FAS, and thank you for your time.